Hello there everyone, this is I Am Mark 3 and welcome back to Castle Story with a slight addition at the top of the screen. Game is paused, press P to unpause. Yes, there was a comment on the last video saying if pausing was an option I could just go ahead and build and it's like get the plans laid out and then I wouldn't be so harried trying to do it, all that stuff. That would be glorious if it was true. So I answered saying, no, there is not a pause. And then I thought, I really wish there was. So I went to check, and lo and behold, there is actually a game pause function up the top here. Sadly, you can probably tell from my voice I am not overly excited about that, because, well, quite frankly, so click, 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 click. I don't know. Oh, look, a new build task. Click, 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 click. Oh, look, nothing's working. Oh, look, if I press M, it brings up a new build task anyway. Yeah, I'm not excited because while there is a pause mode, I can hit P to pause the action, at least take a breath of, stale, fetid air and imagine what life would be like and all that jazz. The pause actually locks all function. So I think that the game deliberately locks the pause so that you can't actually do anything while you're paused. Because if I hit P and then suddenly I can go ahead and it brings up the tab, pause it again, select my stockpile, click, 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 click. Oh look, I can't interact with the world. And if I unpause, where I've been clicking is not showing me anything. So yeah, there is a pause mode, but it is deliberately hobbled. So I couldn't build and design structures in the pause mode if I wanted to, and I do want to. That is now a spark of dissatisfaction there, because it was mentioned, as I said, in the comments, and it's like, if only you could, and it's like, damn it, no, I wish that I could, but I can't, so, now I can't. Oh dear. But anyway, and that means that the only way you can actually design and build things is while you are under attack. So yeah, you can't just come on, you morons. Oh, you idiots, you just I swear. I mean, yeah, a log got dropped right in the entranceway, and then it jammed up the entire darn thing because no one could actually get at the kits. So this barracks design is definitely flawed, and it doesn't take into account how blooming idiotic the Bricktrons are. Let's be quite honest about that. Okay, there we go. Also, I've not rebuilt my melee force, so I have no melee options at all. This is bad, to say the least. Oh dear. Oh dear, there's an incoming glowy thing. I'll just get clear. You guys need to get clear as well. And then... Oh wait, no, that's actually a witch, not a fisty McFisty person. And my... Oh dear. I get the feeling that, well... Yeah, because I wasn't prepared and I got sidetracked by the fact that no one could actually get the weapon and stuff like that. My crystal's taking a beating. It's not... Okay. Apparently the crystals were firing. They think they have direct line of sight, but because they arc up before they fly at the target, they're actually hitting that there, and so they weren't reaching a target. Yeah, look at this. That's doing the same. I have to assume they're attacking this guy here, but they're not reaching it because there's a structure in the way. I did not know that was a thing, but apparently there is a structural issue. Oh, yeah. There we go. I figured that was going to happen, but... I got defeated. Invasion mode, lights out. Okay, quick. wave was I even on? I was on wave... Ah. Okay. Since I used that as the litmus test, what wave I fall on, this time it was much faster. I survived 14 waves. My previous record was over 20, so yeah. Quit. Alright, so I think it's time to discuss a little thingy. One of my issues has always been kind of goal setting. I've been very reflective of late. Goal setting is an issue, and it definitely is with games that can drag on a while, or games where you restart and stuff like that. So, to try and keep my series under control and get them flowing a bit more, you know, quote-unquote smoothly, I think having goals is a good idea. And I've been reflecting this on late and stuff like that. So, where am I going with this ramble? I've been doing mini-series for like a month now. They've been good. Just like nice little things, automatic cut-off point, automatically cycle off after a few episodes and go into something else. I've been having a really good time making those. Like, better than ones that do that. And I don't want to choke my channel with too many different series. So, I think you can imagine, well, you can guess where this is going, can't you? Yeah, Castle Story, at least for now, I think is reaching the end of its run on the channel. Because, quite honestly, it's like build, death, repeat, build, death, repeat. This is my 10th castle now, and it will be on Arecibo. No, the previous 9 have all been on Arecibo, because it's like a really big map. So, for this last one, I'm going to take everything I've learned so far, and I'm going to pick a different map. This will be my only attempt, my last attempt at this. Plateau. At the centre of the plain lies Brickjohn's all cultures. I don't even know. But yeah, one of the problems with Arecibo is, of course, the enemies come from all directions, and that's an issue. I could go for Orosi Valley. Let's go for Orosi Valley, actually. I think. Yeah, let's do that. Orosi Valley. Lights out mode, because I absolutely love the atmospherics on that, as that's why I first started it and why this entire series has been like that. So, this will be my last castle. Hold out as best I can, as long as I can, and then when this castle falls, it will be the end of Castle Story on the channel for now. I should probably try to stress that, for now. It's because, quite frankly, I want to be able to bring videos on something else. So I'm going to be reshuffling schedules and things for the channel going forward. Just try and improve the balance a bit. Which is a shame, really, because something that people have often said to me is Castle Story, I'm one of the few that actually does videos and content on it regularly in English. And yet, I'm a variety gaming channel. I'm not a specialized gaming channel. I must point that out. Okay. Let's hit P. Pause right away. Okay. Let's have a look at the terrain. Wait a sec. Am I in the wrong... I'm in the wrong blooming game mode. I think. Yeah, I'm in conquest mode. I'm in the wrong mode. Whoops. Leave the game. Yep. How's that? It's a shame, yeah. So, there's not that much in terms of video content apparently going on for Castle Story. But I don't want to just throw this game under the bus either. So I am going to be doing video content on it again at some future point when I decide on something else I want to do with it. Conquest, yeah, I want invasion mode if you would be so kind. And yep, Asari Valley is available for it. So Asari Valley. Actually, I should just go on normal, shouldn't I? Because I don't know the map. So yeah, just normal. Sucks, but I've been learning Arecibo for all this time, and it's like, I don't know any of the other maps. I've only been playing Arecibo. So, and even then, I barely know Arecibo. Even when I did that one run with lights on, it was like, I didn't actually learn where things are that much. So I'm still just floundering around blind in the dark kind of thing. So let us see what this particular one has to offer. Osiri Trench. And this time we'll be able to actually see. What a heretical thing, being able to see. On the bright side, though, I might be able to do some better choke point work. So there is that, I suppose. Yes, yes, come on, enter the world. Give me the thing. So, what are my thoughts on the warehouse approach? Well, it's definitely easier to set up at the beginning. And people, from what I've read and seen, it's like they love to build massive numbers of stockpiles and then just like use it as a general storage kind of thing. Yet I can't help but feel that my more specialized building patterns before actually really helped me like focus and get worked out what I wanted where. So I wish there was like a stockpiling priority system. So you could say this stockpile is more important than that stockpile. If that stockpile's got stuff in, but I want it in this stockpile, then you Bricktrons have to come and move it. So, you know, like RimWorlds, like some inventory management sorting system. So here we go. Again, I'll pause and I'll have a look and see what I've got. Oh, okay. I've got a single choke point, which goes into a double choke, which goes into the rest of the valley itself. I've got some islands on the sides, which look quite nice. Okay, so there are single choke points here, which should be great for defense. Let's actually get started. So, my initial zone has some metal, some iron, some stone, a ton of trees. But to get much in terms of reliable resources, I will need to branch out of this area. Okay. New task. I want a iron task there. Yeah, all I can do is like open this single layer menu. Then I've got to unpause, select, put it down, pause again. So yeah, I've only got access to this single layer of menu, which is somewhat... it's like I can't give any commands even in when it's paused, except for call to arms and back to work, apparently. I can do those two. I can't mess with any other orders. So... I mean, look, it's not even selected. Okay, let's go ahead and chop some wood. And I need to get a building task. I need to get some general stockpiles going down. Let us begin. A bit of lag there. And I'm going to leave the space next to my crystal actually clear. So apply. Oop. Goodbye, log. Bye. Oh dear. Gotta love it when it does that. Okay. Right. There we go. That's given me storage and the ability to start chopping some lumber. So I've got this massive stockpile here. Go ahead and set a cleaning task for this area, which is max priority, of course, since cleaning task means they gather up spare resources. And as I said, I've left the area around the crystal just absolutely spotless. And that is so that I can build and reinforce around that area. Now then, we've got a massive slope, really steep slope here actually. Like, that is properly steep for most of it. And then it gets down here, so I should start to plan a defensive line, which I will do after I lock the build task. Right. Let's go ahead and... No. Oh, the hill just steps out a little bit, doesn't it? That's slightly annoying. So I'm going to build this wall into the side of all this. If I put it like that, I can put a half block in there, and that will work out quite nicely. So I've got a foundation going on, at least, where I'm going to want the defences to be. And I'll build, for the moment, a 4 wide gap to allow general access. And continue to just spread this all over the place. I think my Bricktrons are probably about ready for an additional order. Knowing them. Let's go ahead and check. What are you guys up to? You guys are quite happily processing lumber. And you've just about done with that deforestation job. Jolly good. Jolly good show. Let us get a flatten task then, and I'll drop this straight on the crystal. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Jolly good. And I'm going to actually say this is an order to lower the terrain. That'll flatten it. That'll actually dig out a layer. Apply that. And that will actually act as a source of stone as well, as I get started on that. But I do need to get started on, of course, racks and things as well. So temporary racks will be here. Like that. Apply that. That will get built like sharpish, because that is going to be a... No, wait, that's the other one. This one is priority 2, so get that stuff built. And of course, to operate all this, I need workbenches and things. So, I'm thinking of keeping like this as a general storage area, but I am going to specialize more stuff as well. So that way, this will be resource dumping stockpile, then other sites around here will be like more specialized, and they'll store refined resources and, you know, jazz like that. Let's grab a loom as well, because we need a loom to produce the parts, which will give us access to Yon Archer people. And of course, for Yon Archer people, I need plants. Grab all that. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Do I want to leave that as a 4 wide gap? I guess I kind of do. Also, the game is suddenly really laggy for some reason. What is going on? Why is the game lagging so much? It's like there's massive drops of frame rate going on. I noticed this actually, I should mention this. I noticed massive frame rate drops happening like in the last episode or so. And I have no idea what's causing it. So I guess that's another reason why. It seems like something is unstable. But I have no idea what it is. Let's start arching that across here. And across like that. Are you guys about done? Yep, you've got stuff. Okay. You're also starting to gather up some iron and things as well. But my general stockpile here is also kind of looking full. So, loom. I want you to build 4 of them. And you are to make me 2 archer kits. I can't toggle luking. Wait, can I toggle luking? Produce selected item indefinitely. Well, I've queued up enough material, I think, for 4. Yes, I have. 1 of each. So that'll give this thing enough material to build 4 archer kits. Though, of course, it will actually add in a 5th because of where the bow is. So I'll just swap the order around. And let's see if that will allow me to auto build the bows. as they become available, as the materials become available through the loom. That, if it can, that would be quite interesting. But for now, at least, I'm going to continue like this. Actually, I've had an interesting thought. This is about the level, right, where I would be contemplating putting in defensive measures. So I should probably plan for that by doing it like this. So at least I can do that and plan for defensive measures. And then this section will just continue as normal. So, oops. So that's going to be a spot where I can put in some sentinel wards and things on the ridges, because that was one of the more successful runs when I had all these extra ridges set in for defensive crystal placement. Then I am going to add in pillar, 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 pillar. How do I cycle these things again? I seem to have forgotten how to cycle. Oh, right click, that's it. So 2, so that Bricktrons can get through that gap and get onto the thing. And then it's going to be brick across here to support it all. So that, then it's like that. Wait, that's not right. That's not right. Oh, it's because this one's actually out of place. That's why. Okay. Then that will just run across there like that. And that will actually provide some measure of stuff. Stability. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Stability. Oh dear. And on the bright side, though, this thing is actually going to look kind of nice, I think. As soon as I can get my head around, like, just flat out building it, which would also be kind of nice, but, you know, it's like, Iron Mark III is a dumbass, so he's going to make mistakes all over the darn place. So that goes like that. That'll be marking for the crystals. It's the most ornate outer layer I've actually built so far. I've got to admit to that one. It needs to have these half steps behind it to allow access upwards. Actually, it needs to have this as well. I get the feeling I'm messing up slightly, but I am applying. I need to double check on my people. How are you people doing? What are you people doing? You're not building that. Why aren't you building that? Because you're out of storage. Oh, I see. Why are you out of storage? Yeah, I can't even select the items to check what's in them when I pause it. Ah. You are hung up on making kits because you don't have any rope. Rope's not being made because there's no plants. Plants not being made because there's no storage. Oh, I see what's going on. Yep. This is the problem with non-specialized storage. As soon as it overfills, it just like grinds to a massive halt and jams up the entire system. So if I'd had a specialized storage set to plants, then there would always been a space kept where I could put plants. And so it would always have had somewhere to put the plants. So I need to set some stuff up just to prevent it from jamming. Plants. You are going to hold those. You are going to hold that. Oi, you come here and move those planks. Thank you. You aren't set for anything. You're full of stone. No, lift that out. Put you in there. You put that in there. Thank you. So yeah, to avoid jamming, you just need to be careful. And I guess I'm going to unpause this now, so there you can start to lay things in. But flat out, I need this as a max priority. Harvest the plants, please. And then they can use the stone reserves they're getting from this initial harvesting group just to get down to here. And start to lay some brickwork. Which is jolly good, actually. Yeah, that's looking okay. I should probably actually get some smelting going as well. Not a proper forge area, mind you. I'm just doing this kind of quickly. I can attend to making this into a proper castle once I've got some initial defenses and things going out. Which I am, because this is starting to get laid out, but it's going to take a while to get sorted out. And there's also the fact that it's going to let corruptions run straight through, but if I get some knights in here, then they'd be able to barricade the entire darn thing. Which would be quite handy. Do I really want to do this? Yeah, I guess. Let's put this up here. And then they will turn around to get onto the top layer there. So I can actually post archers along the very top of this wall. And they can access it from these stairs. Though that said, a single path line is not very good. So what I really need is to have archers and things set up to allow it like that. Yeah. That looks okay. Well, that'll be the access route. I'll let them come through, and then I'll add some Merians to help protect my peeps. Look at me, I'm actually building a flipping proper castle. It's like, what the hell's going on? Though that said, it is kind of fragile as well, so gotta be aware of that. And I'll put a good old double one there. There we go. So that's going to give plenty of spaces for people to get up onto that section. Speaking of, there's actually an incoming wave going on right now. Oh, good. Once I sorted out the supply problem, this place is actually starting to craft quite happily. But for now, you come here. Grab an archer kit, please. And get down to this section. And Bristow, you get a kit as well. Come on. Because we've got nasty things afoot, of course. So we need to be aware of that. There's evil in these here woods. And it is going to murder us all. Going to kill us all. Kill us all. Kill us all. I'm not going to continue doing that. That's a stupid meme. Right, grab that. So, I'm also starting plans to get some, like, walled-off defenses, because if I can cut through these trees, then I can use those to get... I mean, this one's partially accessible, but I think if those trees are left alone down here, then corruptions can't really get around it. Oh yeah, here they come. I've got two archers, though. They're going to be able to deal with this quite handily. Well, not quite handily. They're actually not doing very much damage, but it'll get there. Oi, walk. Walk. Start punching Bricktrons just to get their attention. And then just be happy. Think happy thoughts. That Corruptron was a threat, but then he took an arrow to the knee. Aha. Yes. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Alright. Back to work. Come on. Back to work. Yeah, look at this. We've got tons of resources available. So you are going to auto-craft that, and you're going to produce for me, like, a full set of glass. So that'll start to use up some resources. I need to set something, so I'm going to set this one to be only access to actually turn off processing, and you're going to accept only... No, you accept anything. No, accept only stone. So that's going to be the one that will keep raw stone around. Yep, they're starting to try and cut through there. I need more general storage, actually. That's another problem with just gathering lots of resources. You need lots of general storage to try and keep a lid on it. So I'm going to build some of it here. Like that. Yep, like that. Okay, apply that. Thank you. Right. Another hesitation there. I'm not sure why the game seems to have become a little less stable. At least for me, but I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Why it hesitates and then goes, yep, everything's fine, I will just continue to very happily plot your demise. Yes, I am entirely convinced that this game hates me at this point. Can you blame me, really? I mean, you know. This game does its absolute best to murder you. Straight up. This game absolutely loves to try and murder you. So I would say that I'm wrong at all to claim that this game hates me. I think I am going to... yeah, let's continue this along here. This will be the start of the next wall. Which means that I will continue these steps up here, because that is the access down to this one. This will be the next wall, like that. And of course, we can't do this without having access to that. So we need to get more, flat out more bricks in there, just to give the general access. But we've already got the start of a defensive fortification going up. It's already more complex than before, though part of that is because of this map. It's because I've got a single point, I can lavish my attention on trying to get this area sorted out. Whereas on the previous one, it was like they were coming from all directions. This was like slap up all defenses everywhere, go, 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 go now, kind of thing. 2 and 2. Yep, so next wave I can field 4 archers to stop it. However, I've just realised it's also time over. It's the end of the time. So, yeah. Jolly good. This task is working out quite nicely. Let's actually extend its range by 1 in each direction as well. And the plan is to actually replace this with floor and actually build a defense around my crystal as well. Since you guys have been saying that, trying to tell me to do that for ages, but I've just found it more convenient not to, quite honestly. But this time I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to build a defensive position around the crystal as well. So the last stand, the final bastion of defense will be around the crystal. But as I said, I'm going to have to stop there. So this has been Iron Mark III on Osari Valley in Castle Story. Yes, where I'm actually working on something that looks kind of like a castle, which is like, you know, it's like, well, it looks like a decent fortification. Yeah, but it actually looks kind of like a castle. How strange. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all some other time. See you all later.